I was sitting on my couch, scrolling through my phone, when the text from my sister, Lisa, popped up. Hey, you still doing the big 4th of July barbecue at your place? I grinned. Yeah, I was. I've been planning it for weeks, my first real shot at something big since I got the house. 3 bedrooms, a decent backyard, nothing fancy, but mine. Paid for with my own cash from years of overtime at the warehouse. I'd shelled out for a smoker, rented some tables, even booked a guy to bring a sound system. Burgers, ribs, cold beer, the works. I texted back, you know it. Gonna be epic. You bringing the kids? Her reply came fast. Good. We need to talk about that when I get there. Something about that we need to talk hit me sideways, but I shrugged it off. Lisa's always been dramatic. Divorce will do that to you, I guess. Her ex, Greg, left her high and dry with 2 boys, Tommy and Jake, and she'd been leaning on me ever since. Not a big deal. I'm the uncle, right? I'd picked up groceries for her a few times, slipped her some cash when the car broke down. Family helps family. That's what Dad always said, usually from his recliner with a beer in his hand. The day of the barbecue rolled around, July 4th, sun blazing, air thick with heat. I was up at dawn, firing up the smoker, setting out chairs. My buddy Dave from work showed up early with a cooler of ice and some extra folding tables. Man, you're going all out, he said, cracking a grin. Gotta, I replied, wiping sweat off my forehead. First holiday in the new place. Gotta make it count. By noon, the yard was buzzing neighbors, a couple cousins, some guys from the warehouse. The smell of ribs and charcoal was everywhere, music thumping low from the speakers. Then Lisa pulled up in her beat-up hatchback, the boys spilling out before she even parked. Tommy, 8, and Jake, 5, ran straight for me, yelling, Uncle Matt. Uncle Matt. I scooped Jake up, ruffled Tommy's hair. You little monsters ready to eat? I asked. They nodded like their heads were on springs. Lisa came over slower, arms crossed, sunglasses hiding her eyes. Mom and Dad trailed behind her, Mom carrying a plastic tub of potato salad. Dad with his usual, I'm just here shuffle. Matt, Lisa said, voice tight, we gotta talk about the plan. I set Jake down, brushed my hands on my jeans. What plan? She glanced at Mom, then back at me. The boys and me, we're moving in with you. Starting tomorrow. I blinked. Wait, what? Mom jumped in, all casual, like she was asking me to pass the salt. It's just for a while, honey. Lisa's been struggling since Greg left. Your house has that extra space. It makes sense. I stood there, tongs in my hand, smoke curling up from the grill. Hold up. My house? Nobody asked me about this. Dad grunted from the picnic table, not looking up from his phone. You've got the room, Matt. You're by yourself. Lisa needs a break, and the boys need stability. Lisa nodded, like it was already settled. It'll be good for them. They love you. And I can't keep crashing at Mom and Dad's, it's too crowded. I felt my jaw tighten. So, what? You all just decided this? Without me? Mom patted my arm, that fake sweet smile she's got. Don't make a fuss, Matt. It's family. You'll see, it'll work out. I looked around. Tommy and Jake chasing each other through the yard, Lisa unloading a duffel bag from her car like she was already moving in, Dad scrolling, Mom fussing with the salad. The barbecue I'd spent weeks planning, the one I paid for, suddenly felt like it wasn't even mine. I flipped a burger, stared at the flames licking the grill. We'll talk later, I said, voice low. Lisa shrugged. Sure, but it's happening. Tomorrow. I didn't say anything else. Just kept cooking, smiling for the neighbors, pouring beers for the guys. But inside, something was churning. This wasn't new. Lisa leaning, Mom guilting, Dad not caring. It had been going on for months, maybe years. And I'd always said yes. Until now, I hadn't seen how deep it ran. But standing there, watching them take over my day, my house, my life, I knew I was done playing along. The barbecue kept going, sun dipping low, sky turning that hazy orange you only get in July. I worked the grill like it was my job, flipping burgers, checking ribs, keeping the coals hot. People laughed, ate, tossed a football around my yard. From the outside, it looked like a perfect day. Inside, I was boiling. Lisa's words kept looping in my head. We're moving in with you. Starting tomorrow. No question. No. Hey, Matt, you cool with this? Just a done deal, like my house was some free hotel they'd booked without telling me. I glanced over at her. She was sprawled on a lawn chair now, sipping a lemonade I'd bought, chatting with Mom like nothing was up. Tommy and Jake were tearing around, knocking over a stack of plastic cups I'd set out. Dad was still glued to his phone, probably scrolling sports scores, same as always. I plated some ribs, handed them to Dave, who gave me a nod. Good stuff, man, he said, taking a bite. You all right? You look off. I forced a grin. Yeah, just hot. Long day. He didn't push, just grabbed another beer and wandered off. Dave's a good guy, doesn't pry. By 8, the crowd thinned out. Neighbors headed home, cousins took leftovers, the music guy packed up his speakers. I was wiping down the grill when Lisa came over, arms crossed again. So, about tomorrow, she started, like we were picking up a casual chat. I figure we'll bring the boys' stuff in the morning. Maybe you can help unload? It's not much, just clothes, some toys, their beds. I set the rag down, turned to face her. Lisa, when did we decide this? 'Cause I don't remember agreeing to anything. She rolled her eyes. That big sister move she's been pulling since we were kids. Come on, Matt. Don't make it a thing. You've got the space. I'm drowning over at Mom and Dad's. The boys need a real place, and you're just here. She waved a hand at my house like it was some empty storage unit. Just me? I said, voice flat. Yeah, she shot back. No wife, no kids, no rent. You're fine. I'm not. I bit my tongue, looked past her to where Mom was stacking chairs. Did you even think about asking me? This is my house. I worked for it. Lisa sighed, loud, like I was the one being dramatic. Matt, it's family. You don't ask permission to help family. You just do it. That's when Mom walked over, jumping in like she'd been waiting for her cue. She's right, honey. Lisa's been through hell with Greg. The boys need you. You got those 2 extra rooms going to waste. I stared at her. Waste? I live here. It's my place. Mom gave me that look, the one that says I'm about to get a guilt trip. Matthew, you've always been the steady one. Lisa's struggling. You don't know what it's like to lose everything. I wanted to laugh. Lose everything? I'd spent years busting my ass, nights at the warehouse, weekends picking up shifts, saving every dime while Lisa and Greg blew cash on vacations in a boat they couldn't afford. Now it's my problem? Dad finally peeled himself off the picnic table, lumbering over. Look, kid, he said, scratching his beard, it's not forever. Few months, tops. Help your sister out. That's what brothers do. I looked at all 3 of them, Lisa smirking like she'd won, Mom nodding, Dad acting like he'd solved it. And what about me? I asked. What about what I want? Lisa snorted. What? Your big bachelor life? Grill and video games? You'll survive. I didn't say anything else. Just nodded, grabbed a trash bag, started cleaning up. They took it as a yes. Lisa clapped her hands, said, great, see you tomorrow, and herded the boys to the car. Mom hugged me, whispered, you're a good boy, Matt, and Dad just slapped my shoulder before they all drove off. The yard went quiet, just crickets and the hum of the streetlights. I stood there, bag of paper plates in my hand, staring at my house. My house, not theirs. I went inside, locked the door, sat on the couch in the dark. That's when it hit me. This wasn't sudden. Lisa had been working up to this for months. It started small back in January. She'd asked for $50 for Tommy's school trip. Just this once, she'd said. I sent it. Then it was $100 for Jake's dentist bill. Then groceries caused Greg was late on support. I'd Venmo'd her cash, picked up pizzas for the boys, even fixed her car once when Dad wouldn't. Never kept track. Didn't think I had to. She's my sister, right? But it kept growing. Last month, she'd hit me up for $300 to cover rent at Mom and Dad's. Greg screwing me over, she texted. I paid it, told myself it was temporary. Then 2 weeks ago, she called out of the blue. Your place is so nice, Matt. That spare room's just sitting there, huh? I laughed it off, said, yeah, it's my office. She didn't laugh back. Now here we were. She wasn't asking anymore. She was taking. I grabbed a beer from the fridge, popped it open, took a long swig. The house felt too big all of a sudden, like it wasn't mine anymore. Tomorrow, they'd show up with boxes, the boys' beds, Lisa's excuses. And I'd be stuck, babysitting, paying, giving up my space, cause family helps family. I set the beer down, stared at the wall. They thought I'd roll over. They thought I'd keep saying yes. But something snapped in me that night. I wasn't mad. I was awake. And I started thinking about how to take it all back. I didn't sleep much that night. The house was quiet, just the hum of the fridge and the occasional car rolling by outside. I sat there on the couch, beer going warm in my hand, replaying everything. Lisa's smirk. Mom's guilt trip. Dad's half-assed few months, tops. It wasn't just about them moving in. It was the way they decided it, like I didn't get a vote. Like my life was just a spare room they could claim whenever they felt like it. By the time the clock hit 3 in the morning, I wasn't tired anymore. I was pissed. And I was done. I got up, flipped on the kitchen light, grabbed a notebook from the junk drawer. Started writing stuff down, everything I'd done for Lisa since Greg bailed. $50 for the school trip. $100 for the dentist. $300 for rent. Pizza runs, gas money. That time I spent a Saturday fixing her radiator, cause she couldn't afford a mechanic. I didn't have receipts for half of it, just Venmo logs and memory, but it added up fast. By the time I stopped scribbling, I was staring at a number, 2,000 for $100. $2,000 in change, gone. No, thanks, no, I'll pay you back. Just me being the steady one, like Mom said. I leaned back, rubbed my eyes. That's when I remembered something else. Last week, Lisa texted me a picture of a bunk bed set. Would this fit in your spare room? She'd asked. I thought she was joking, maybe dreaming about fixing up her own place. I texted back, yeah, probably. You shopping for the boys? No reply. Now it made sense. She wasn't shopping for her place. She was measuring mine. My stomach twisted. They'd been planning this, all of Lisa, Mom, Dad. Probably sitting around their kitchen table, mapping out how to take over my life while I was out here buying ribs for a barbecue they'd hijack. I tossed the notebook on the counter, grabbed my laptop from the coffee table, pulled up the bookings for the 4th, the smoker rental, the tables, the sound guy. All paid for, non-refundable at this point. But that didn't matter. The party was over, and I wasn't about to let tomorrow turn into moving day for Lisa and the boys. I opened another tab, started searching short-term rentals, apartments, anything close by but far enough to disappear. Found a one-bedroom 10 miles across town, nothing special, just a kitchenette and a bed. Available now. I shot the landlord an email. Can I move in today? Cash up front. Hit send. Then I called my bank, put a hold on my card, just in case. By 5, the sun was creeping up, turning the sky gray. I packed a duffel bag, clothes, toothbrush, a couple books. Left the rest. The house felt different now, like it was already theirs in their heads. I wasn't gonna let it be. I grabbed a manila envelope from my desk, stuffed the notebook page with my list inside, wrote, Lisa, on the front in black marker. Then I printed a few things, email confirmations from the barbecue stuff, a screenshot of her bunk bed text, a quick note I typed up. Lisa, you took too much, too long. This isn't your house. It's not your bank. I'm not your fix. Good luck. Tucked it all in, sealed it, taped it to the front door. Last thing I did was call Dave. He picked up, groggy. Matt? It's like 6. You okay? I took a breath. Yeah, man. Need a favor. Can I crash at your place for a day or two? Got some family crap going down. He didn't hesitate. Sure, dude. Couch is yours. What's up? I kept it short. Lisa's trying to move in. I'm out. He whistled low. Damn. Yeah, come over whenever. I thanked him, hung up, grabbed my keys. I took one last look around, grill still on the porch, chairs stacked, my life all boxed up in their minds. Then I walked out, locked the door, drove to the hardware store. Bought a new deadbolt, swapped it out in 20 minutes. Lisa didn't have a key yet, she'd asked for one last month, but I'd forgotten to make a copy. Good thing. I stuck the old lock in my bag, headed to Dave's. On the way, I stopped at a realtor's office, dropped off the house keys, signed a quick listing agreement. Sell it fast, I told the guy. He nodded, didn't ask questions. By noon, I was at Dave's, sprawled on his lumpy couch, sipping a coffee he'd brewed. You sure about this? He asked, leaning on the counter. Selling your place? That's big. I nodded. They want it so bad, they can buy it. I'm not playing landlord to my own family. He smirked. Fair. What about the boys? That stung a little. Tommy and Jake. They're good kids. They'll be fine, I said, more to myself than him. Lisa's their mom, not me. Around 2, my phone buzzed. Text from Lisa, on our way. Boys are pumped. Got the beds loaded up. I didn't answer. 15 minutes later, another one. Where you at? Door's locked. Then a call, Mom. I let it ring. Voicemail popped up. Matthew, what's going on? Lisa says you're not there. Call me back. I didn't. By 3, Dave's Wi-Fi pinged my security cam app, cheap little thing I'd stuck on the porch last year. I opened it, watched live. Lisa's hatchback was in the driveway, boxes piled in the back. She was at the door, banging on it, Tommy and Jake running circles in the yard. She stopped, spotted the envelope, ripped it open. Her face went from annoyed to confused to red-hot mad as she flipped through the list, the note, the text screenshot. She yelled something at the boys, then called Mom. 5 minutes later, Mom and Dad's sedan rolled up. Mom got out, stormed to the door, saw the envelope in Lisa's hand. They started arguing, Lisa waving the papers, Mom pointing at the house, Dad just standing there, hands in his pockets. I shut the app, leaned back on Dave's couch. They'd figure it out, or they wouldn't. Either way, I was gone. For the first time in years, I felt light. Like I dropped a weight I didn't even know I was carrying. I wasn't sure what came next, but I knew one thing. They weren't calling the shots anymore. I stayed at Dave's place that afternoon, just sitting there on his couch, watching the security cam footage replay in my head. Lisa's face turning red, Mom yelling, Dad looking lost. It was like a movie I didn't want to star in anymore. My phone kept buzzing, texts, calls, voicemails piling up. I didn't check them. Didn't need to. I knew Investigate knew what they'd say. Matt, this is crazy. You're abandoning us. How could you do this to the boys? Same old guilt trip, different day. I turned the phone face down on Dave's coffee table, took a sip of the coffee he'd made me. It was strong, bitter, perfect for keeping me awake after a night of no sleep. Dave wandered in from the kitchen, wiping his hands on a dish towel. You gonna call him back? He asked, nodding at my phone. I shook my head. Nope. They've said plenty. My turn to talk. He raised an eyebrow but didn't push. Well, you're welcome here long as you need. Mi casa es su casa, or whatever. I grinned. First real smile all day. Thanks, man. Means a lot. By evening, the realtor called. Got some interest already, he said, voice chipper. Couple saw the listing online. Wants to see it tomorrow. Cash offer possible. I leaned back, surprised. That fast? Yeah, he said. Market's hot. Your place is priced right, move-in ready. Should go quick. I nodded to myself. Good. Let me know how it goes. Hung up, feeling a weird mix of relief and something else, maybe sadness, but not regret. That house was mine, sure, but it had stopped feeling like home the second Lisa claimed it. Around 8, Dave ordered pizza, pepperoni, extra cheese, my kind of guy. We ate straight from the box, watching some dumb action flick on his TV. Explosions, car chases, no family drama. Perfect. Halfway through, my phone lit up again, Lisa this time. I let it ring out, but curiosity got me. I played the voicemail on speaker. Matt, this is ridiculous, she snapped, voice sharp. The boys are crying, mom's a mess, and dad's pissed. You can't just lock us out and disappear. Where are you? Call me back, now. Click. Dave snorted, mouth full of pizza. She sounds fun. I smirked. Yeah, a real party. Later, I stepped outside onto Dave's porch, just to breathe. The air was warm, sticky, summer in full swing. Stars were out, sky clear. I thought about Tommy and Jake, those little guys caught in the middle. Felt a pang in my chest. They didn't ask for this. But neither did I. Lisa'd figure something out. She always did. She had mom and dad, Greg's child support when he paid it, her part-time gig at the diner. She wasn't helpless. She just liked me playing hero. I went back inside, crashed on the couch. Dreamed of the barbecue, ribs burning, Lisa laughing, the boys running wild. Woke up sweaty, heart pounding, but the clock said 6. New day. I showered, borrowed a shirt from Dave, headed to the warehouse. Work was a grind, loading pallets, driving the forklift, same old routine. Kept my head down, didn't tell anyone what was up. Last thing I needed was the guys asking questions. After my shift, I swung by the rental I'd emailed about. Landlord met me there, older guy, gray beard, no nonsense. Showed me the place, 1 bedroom, small kitchen, clean enough. For $100 a month, he said. First and last up front. I handed over the cash, got the keys. Moved my duffel in, bought a cheaper mattress from the hardware store. Not much, but it was mine. No Lisa, no boys, no mom guilt-tripping me from the kitchen. Just quiet. That night, I sat on the floor, eating a burger I'd grabbed from a drive-thru. Checked my phone, more missed calls, a text from mom. You're breaking my heart, Matthew. I stared at it, felt that old pull to fix everything. Then I remembered the envelope, that list $2,000 for $100, gone. My heart was fine. I deleted the text, turned off the phone. They'd made their bed. Time I made mine. Next morning, I was up early, frying eggs in the rental's tiny kitchen. Place smelled like grease and coffee, simple, no fuss. I liked it. Work was steady, kept me busy, kept my mind off the family circus. But around noon, my phone buzzed again. Dad this time. I sighed, answered. Matt, he said, voice gruff. What the hell's going on? Lisa's losing it, says you sold the house. I leaned on the break room table. Yeah, Dad. It's on the market. I'm done. He huffed. Done? You don't just walk out on family. We raised you better. I gripped the phone tighter. Raised me to be a doormat, maybe. I'm not Lisa's ATM or her landlord. She's got you guys. He went quiet. Then, you're selfish, you know that? Those boys need you. That hit me. Tommy and Jake's faces flashed in my head. They need their mom, I said. And their grandpa. I've been carrying this too long. He grumbled something I didn't catch. Then, your mother's crying all day. Fix this. Click. Hung up on me. First time he'd ever done that. I shoved the phone in my pocket, went back to work. Forklift humming, pallet stacking, kept my hands moving. My brain off Dad's words. Selfish. Maybe I was. But $2,000 says I wasn't the only one taking. After my shift, the realtor called again. Got an offer, he said. Full asking price, cash. They want to close fast, next week. I grinned. Perfect. Do it. Hung up, felt a weight lift. House gone, ties cut. Clean break. That night, I was microwaving leftovers when someone knocked. Opened the door, Lisa, eyes red, arms crossed. How'd you find me? I asked, stepping back. Asked Dave, she said, voice tight. He caved. Matt, this is insane. You can't sell the house. We need it. I shook my head. You need it. I don't. It's done, offers in. Her jaw dropped. The boys are devastated. Tommy keeps asking why you hate us. That cut deep, but I held firm. I don't hate them. I'm just not their dad. Or yours. She stepped closer, voice rising. You're punishing us, 'cause I asked for help. After everything I've been through? I laughed, sharp. Help? Lisa, I gave you thousands. You didn't ask, you took. Now you're mad 'cause I stopped. She glared, tears welling up. You're a jerk. Mom's right, you've changed. No, I said, calm. I just woke up. She stormed off, slamming her car door. I shut mine, locked it. Quiet again. Later, I got a beer, sat by the window. Thought about Tommy and Jake, felt bad. Yeah, but Lisa bounced back. She always had a plan B. Me? I was done being it. Phone stayed silent after that. Guess they figured I wasn't bluffing. Good. I finished the beer, went to bed. Slept hard, no dreams this time. A week later, the house closed. Realtor wired the money, nice chunk, more than I'd expected. I paid off the mortgage, pocketed the rest. Opened a new bank account, locked it down tight. No more family dipping in. Work was steady, rental was cheap, life was simple, and I liked it that way. Then, out of nowhere, a call, number I didn't know. Picked up. Matt? This is Jenna, Greg's sister. My gut sank. Greg's family never reached out. Yeah, I said, wary. She sounded nervous. I heard what happened, Lisa moving in, the house, all of it. Greg told me. I just wanted to say thanks. I frowned. For what? For not letting her steamroll you, she said. Greg's been fighting her in court, custody stuff. She's been lying, saying she's got a stable place with you. We didn't know she was using you like that. I sat down stunned. Wait, what? Yeah, Jenna said. She's been telling the judge she's set up at your house. Greg's lawyer caught it. Your sale screwed her story. I rubbed my face, processing. So me selling helped Greg? Big time, she said. She's scrambling now. Judge isn't buying her act. Greg might get the boys halftime. I leaned back, a grin creeping in. Didn't see that coming. Jenna laughed. Soft. Me neither. Look, Greg's a mess, but he's trying. He feels bad you got dragged in. Said to tell you he's sorry. I nodded, even though she couldn't see. Tell him it's cool. Just take care of the boys, yeah? He will, she said. Thanks, Matt. You're all right. Call ended. I sat there, burger cold on the counter. Lisa had been playing me harder than I thought, using my house as a prop for court. Selling it didn't just save me, it flipped her game. Karma, maybe. I checked my credit after that, paranoid. Found a hit. Someone tried opening a card in my name. Date matched when Lisa was desperate. Reported it. Locked my credit. She'd gone that far. Unreal. It's been 2 months now. House is gone. Family's quiet. No calls, no texts. Last I heard, Lisa moved back with mom and dad, boys in tow. Greg's got partial custody. Jenna says he's stepping up. Tommy and Jake are okay, from what she tells me. Sent him a postcard last week. Just a quick, miss you guys with a cartoon dog. Didn't leave an address. They don't need me in the middle anymore. I'm still in the rental, added a chair, a real bed. Works good. Boss gave me a raise, said I've been sharp lately. Day's my go-to. We hit the bar sometimes, shoot pool. Life's small, but it's mine. No more bailing anyone out, no more guilt trips. Therapy's next, got a number from a guy at work. Figure it's time to unpack this mess, make sure I don't fall back into old habits. Got an email from Jenna yesterday. Boys love the card. They talk about you, good stuff. Lisa's mad, but she's managing. Thanks for being you. Made me smile. Not 'cause I want back in, but 'cause someone saw it, saw me. Not the wallet, not the spare room. Just Matt. That's enough. I don't miss the house. Don't miss the chaos. I walk to the corner store now, grab a coffee, watch the sun come up. Nobody's waiting for me to fix their life. It's quiet, peaceful, not empty. If you're out there, feeling like you're just a lifeline for someone else, listen. You don't have to be. Say no. Walk away. You don't owe him your world. I didn't. And I'm still here better for it.